Hey, Pokemon fans, Sunship here. Yeah, it's me, just with no beard this time. Anyway, this is my first Pokemon video for this channel, actually. Well, let's just say it's actually also my first top video, if you know what I'm referring to. So in this video, I am actually going to explain my top interesting things in Pokemon. Here's number 1. Ancient Mew. The card. I think this one's pretty amazing. Yes, it's the rarest one out in the world. Nobody can see it, like, in Target or where other Pokemon cards are sold. Yeah, this one, I actually do remember hearing about when this card actually first came out. People wanted it so bad, but yet when they first got it, they didn't understand it at all. Yes, it was Mew, one of the cutest legendaries. But the hieroglyphics, are they supposed to be Egyptian or made up or something? I'm gonna look at this one on the top left-hand corner. It looks like a pitchfork with a cross and then a P. Yeah. Triangle and some eyes, whatever. But anyway, the back design is cool. Also, going back to the Ancient Mew, it is also seen on one movie, which is also the only movie that had Pokemon cards. The guy is named Lawrence somebody, I don't know. He's like this crook thief type thing. Or guy, not thing. Yeah, he found the Ancient Mew card. Now, I haven't seen the movie. I've only heard a little bit about it. And I do know it's the only Pokemon movie that shows one card. Ancient Mew. Number 2. Wobbuffet. Now, wait a second. What's so out of the ordinary on Wobbuffet besides the fact that he's one of the most annoying characters on the anime?
Wobbuffet!
If you had any sense of history, no explanation would be necessary.
Wobbuffet! Quiet or you'll be history!
Well, believe it or not, but on Silver, I believe, Wobbuffet, well, let's just say, in all the games, Wobbuffet was this happy Pokemon that had no idea what he was doing. He was just that happy. But in Silver, that changed. Wobbuffet just looks sad here. I mean, look at this thing. Look how sad he is. It's like his brother died or something. Or his girlfriend Wobbuffet thing that they just recently worked on. Now girl Wobbuffet has lipstick on. You don't see any Pokemon usually with lipstick on. Another interesting thing about Wobbuffet is that the blue part of the creature is not the Pokemon, it's actually his tail. Yeah, it's creepy. He's controlled by his tail. Number 3. The old man in the first Pokemon games. Why I am bringing this up? Well, there are a few differences. Okay, but let's start with the English version so we'd understand more. If you guys know the original Pokemon Red, Blue, Green, and whatever, there's an old man on the ground, laying on the ground. In the English version, it is said, well, I played Fire Red, which is basically a copy of the originals, but it is said that he is actually grumpy, just laying in the middle of the ground, waiting for his morning coffee. The thing I don't get is, who lays on the middle of the ground, somewhere in this town even, just laying in the middle of the ground, waiting for your morning coffee? I'm like, hey, look. He doesn't want you to pass at all, but hey, look. there's an empty space in between the house and his legs. He probably farted. Who knows? But in the Japanese version, we find that this old man is actually passed out drunk. Once he's sobered up, he will actually say something that I don't remember, and then he'll also say, "Oh, my head hurts," and then just talks to you on how to catch Pokemon. Yeah, I'm glad they actually removed this in the actual American version. Well, people always think everything is so funny to add in little kids' games. Being drunk is one thing. This is so weird. Number 4. Lavender Town. You guys already know much about Lavender Town. There's a whole lot of things to talk about in this one. The thing is, what I'm actually interested in is the beta version. Now, I don't know if I'll be putting the original song. I'll put it in the description. Let's say that. First, it's the beta version. Yeah, what I've read so far, it's quite interesting, but yet hard to believe. It says that people who actually, or kids that actually played the beta version actually, yeah, don't get me more further. I listened to that. I listened to the beta version. That myth is actually real. Believe it or not, I am but anyway, I had a migraine for a whole month. Okay, I'm getting off topic. And then there's the version 2. What I like to call. But anyway, there's like, somebody had a, special device known as a spectrogram. He heard sounds at first, so he just analyzed it, and a spectrogram here, it showed the ghost that you find in the Lavender Tower. Interesting. I had the audio clip even before I knew about it. Then they took out the images and just made it as a separate, they just made it a separate file without, it sounds normal now. In Silver, they actually made a happy version of it. It's happier, at least. The other one was just, the other one was unexplainable. Number 5? I don't remember what number I'm on. Pokemon Buried Alive. Now, you guys might think Buried Alive is just a myth. Well, that's actually where I'm coming into play. I'll tell you more about Buried Alive. Buried Alive was a hidden code in the original Pokemon Red and Blue. It replaces Cubone's dead mother Marowak as the boss in Lavender Tower. Once you get onto the final floor, you see graves, which is not normal. You don't see graves. Well, actually, yeah, you see graves, but in the middle of like this hallway thing at the end, I highly doubt that. Anyway, you just go up to one of the graves, press A, and then a text box will come up. You're here. I'm trapped. And I'm lonely. Won't you join me? Okay, somewhat similar to that. After he says that, a battle will the battle screen will show up. It'll then show a screen saying Buried Alive wants to fight. He's got Pokemon with a high level thing. One of his Pokemon, though, is known as the White Hand. Now you might be thinking about Super Smash Bros. Brawl, one of the Wii games that's kind of old, but I kind of still like it. There is a White Hand boss in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. It looks nothing like this thing. Just look at it. There's blood dripping down, there's loose skin on its fingers, and its fingers are rotted out bones. I have a colored version of it too. Well, I didn't design it though. Oh, no, there are colored versions of the Buried Alive pictures. There's even a new sprite designed by somebody. Not by Game Freak. It's a custom sprite that looks even more creepier if you ask me. There are some fan art of Buried Alive. And, well, yeah, Buried Alive is just, it's creepy. Heck, it's a video game. Yeah, I know. Lavender Town, the world's creepiest place in the whole Pokemon franchise. But Buried Alive. Now, Game Freak actually removed the code because they thought it would scare little kids for whoever played it. Especially White Hand. First of all, who puts a rotted corpse and a dead hand in a little kid's game? It's nuts! Number 6. The Ghost Sprites. Okay, this one changed over the years when the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance was coming out. Yes, it's just this happy little ghost. But they changed that in the Game Boy Advance version. It just looks, yeah, it looks like a ghost still. But, it looks even more dead than happy. Anyway, let's just move on. This ghost sprite right here, the one that is most common. Game Freak, some people say it's fan art, but I say it's actually Game Freak. Heck, you all have own opinions. But anyway, I think this is Game Freak. They were originally going to have like this, what was it? Like when Ghost is like throughout Pokemon Tower and encounter him. Apparently he was going to get stronger, just like your Pokemon. And just like your Pokemon, he was going to evolve. Yeah, I can believe a ghost evolving, but other creatures I cannot, considering I don't really believe in evolution. Heck, it's video games for you. Anyway, these are his actual other stages. Oh, and yeah, they are a little bit more creepy looking. Especially this last one here. I think his left hand is in reverse. Either that or just facing downward. But, heck, still looks awesome, I do gotta admit. Number 7. I should have mentioned this earlier. Speaking of Ghost, there is also a ROM hack. Not a ROM hack, it's just an actual hack. But yet the ROM is available for download. It's just labeled Pokemon with a black cartridge. It's, I believe, a Game Boy Color, or not, it's just a regular Game Boy. Anywho, yeah, it's just a regular Game Boy. I see the icon now. Anywho, it's just a black cartridge with with just labeled Pokemon. Here you can tell something's actually fishy about this thing. The player went to play it. It started out normal. Professor Oak's long speech about Pokemon. Your rival shows up as soon as you go to Professor Oak's lab. You still have the choice to choose 3 Pokemon: Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. You have your normal everyday battle. This word is not supposed to be in Pokemon. Yeah, who says this in a kid's game? So there you see something's fishy. That's like the only thing changed about this part. Once you beat them, you walk out of Professor Oak's lab. I'd reckon checking your Pokemon, because here you have the Pokemon you chose from Professor Oak. There's another Pokemon that you never caught, known as Ghost. Yeah, there's a lot to this. You use Ghost a lot. He only knows one move, and that's Curse. Yeah, Curse is a normal Pokemon move, but this one, I highly doubt this one. It's a one-hit knockout every single time. But when you use Ghost, it says that the other Pokemon are too scared to move. That's kind of normal though, concerning it's in the other Pokemon games that's not even hacked. Oh, speaking of, I played Fire Red with the little Ghost hack, and it says Ghost is afraid of Ghost. I didn't take a screenshot of that, I just thought it was hilarious. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. It's a one-hit knockout for each Pokemon, although it's a one-hit knockout for each trainer too. You may be thinking, what kind of a sick game is this? Time flies later. Here you go into battle mode. You're an old man. It is said that it is your trainer. That actually... it's an old man, about his 70s or 80s. Time traveled, 70 years? 70 years later, considering your trainer's actually 10 years old? You have no Pokemon, but you have to fight Ghost. But, again, Ghost will eventually win. Number 8. Missing Note. Yeah, you guys have heard about it. A glitch Pokemon. A famous glitch Pokemon from the original Red, Green, and Blue. Let's actually just say Red and Blue for now, because I have no idea anything about Green. Anyway, remember the old man? He'll just talk to you, on how to catch Pokemon. But don't let him catch the Pokemon just yet. Once you have a Pokemon that is able to learn Fly, go to one of these islands here. I keep forgetting the island name. Just go to this one. Go onto the right side of the edge, and then you swim. Now stay on the edge when you're swimming. Keep on going until you find the glitch itself. Capture it, but yet you're still in the battle, so you're gonna have to run. But once you capture this thing, everything gets a little messed up. Not messed up in a bad way, just messed up, glitchy. Yeah, it even messes up your party. I'm gonna just look at some of these images, they just look weird. Okay, what number was I on? 8? Okay, so number 9. Misty's Tears. The card. A sad Pokemon card I found out 4 days ago. Why would they put a Misty crying in a card? The fact that there's also a Japanese version, I am not going to explain. You guys are going to have to search it up. It's quite disturbing to me. to me. Remember, to me. But yeah, discard one of the other cards in your hand in order to search your deck for up to 2 water energy cards. Show those cards to your opponent. then put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. You could obviously tell you're gonna lose this one. Finally, number 10. The Genesect. Why I bring the Genesect up? This one's actually quite interesting to me. I heard of the story. Team Rocket. Some people say it's some other team, but Team Rocket. They attached a cannon to this thing. It looks cool. It looks cool. With the cannon on. The thing is, though, I would hate to see it with the cannon off. Yeah, it just looks like some other bug that you'd see nowadays. So, this is all I have for the Genesect. Well, guys, I'm Sunship. I hope you guys liked my first top 10 video. There might be some. I'm just going to stick with 10 because this one actually did take me a long time and I did hear some. Anywho. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you some other time. Alright.